Hi guys, this is a quick video. I'm just going to talk today about daily routine and being inspired when you're trying to do mundane tasks. Now I've talked about a bit this before, but I think it's important to be happy doing your daily tasks, and this is where mindfulness comes in. What I'm not saying I'm a good example, but what helps me is I start off by trying to be positive in the morning time and trying to inspire me. Think of things that inspire me. Think of the happy things that I'm going to do throughout the day. Even if it's raining outside, I'll say to myself now, what can I do to make myself a little bit happier? I always try to think optimistically that like the rain in Ireland here, that's where I live, it's always very changeable. You can have four seasons in the one day, so we're always prepared in this country, So at the moment now, I'll just go off just off the subject a little bit at the moment, but it's August at the moment, but last month we had a heat wave, and in July we had a heat wave, but in August now it's sort of like the air is damp and it's overcast and that, but it's not that warm. And I notice, putting my clothes out in the line, that there's no wind, so there must be a certain amount of dampness in the air because the clothes are not drying very fast. I usually judge the weather by how fast my clothes dry on the line, because I love drying my clothes, the fresh air in the summertime. I just like that part of the summer. I don't like hanging them out on the line now. I just like the breeze, and when you can hang them up high on the line, probably when there's a nice breeze out there, I like hanging them up, and sort of it gets rid of the cobwebs off your clothes, and they're blowing in the wind. Yeah, but I'll go back to the subject now I came on to talk to you about. It's being inspired by your daily routine and that. And well, if I were to put points to this, I'd say to not necessarily write them out, but have an idea what your daily tasks are for that day. Now, if going back to the washing, what I usually do the night before is I load the machine with a full load of stuff. I put the powder in, I put the conditioner in, right? So it's ready to go the next morning. So all I have to do when I get up is just press the button. I haven't to do anything else. Just turn on the machine and set it to whatever, wherever I wanted to set it to, I can even set it the night before and then just press the button, but it's just, creating space for yourself in the morning time that will make it, be a positive space and start your day off on the right foot. The way sometimes people say, oh, I got out of the wrong side of the bed, So what I do say now, someone says that to me, I said, well, go back to bed and go back to bed for an hour and get back up the right side of the bed. So it's just being positive about negative situations, and and it's if your computer, it's like when your computer's not working for you, you just turn it off, walk away from it for an hour or two, and then go back to it, and you're in a different state of mind, a better, more positive state of mind, and I think when you're in a positive state of mind, things work out better for you. But going back to daily routines, well, I always have my morning cup of tea. And I might have my bulletproof tea just to get me going, But I have actually a video on the bulletproof tea, but it's not, I didn't video it very well, so I might actually improve the video on that. I'm always making waves, always making improvements, and try and not be perfect in things I do, but try to make them that little bit better, a little bit more enjoyable. Um So after my morning cup of tea, well, I'll have my breakfast and get washed and dressed. The normal routines, and put my little bit of makeup and lipstick on, brush my hair, just do all those daily routines. And I think, when you sort of get all that done, and you look at yourself in the mirror and you say, well, I do look at it. There is a little bit of improvement, not much, but a little bit of improvement. And it's always, um say you haven't been well, it's always important to have self-care, you know to to try and even to make yourself good by even changing your clothes if you feel you can't, just make yourself fresh, even washing your hands and face, even getting those hand wipes and wiping your hands and face, and that'll even make you feel better. But that's another subject, and I might even just do a video on that, when you're not feeling well. And if you're only taking care of yourself and there's no one else to take care of you, um yeah, how do you look after yourself when you're not feeling the best, but and it's important to have nice things around you, I think, at those particular times. But like I said, I do another video on that. So going back to daily tasks, sorry, I'm on my phone now and I'm a bit jumpy here because when I'm thinking my hands move, tend to move. But daily tasks. Today, now I'll give you an example of today. Um, like for the last week or two, I've been trying to do as up to 5,000 steps a day. Now I haven't reached that goal yet, but I have set myself a goal of 5,000. But no, well, I'm nearly 60 now, so 5,000 I think is okay. Now, I've been out there now. I've been trying to reach that 5,000, but I'm trying to enjoy the walk as well. Have a mindful walk, rather than counting the steps. Like I have one of those stepometers on my phone, so it tells me how many steps I've made. But I don't check it when I'm out there. Excuse me, I only check it when I come back, and I say, well, that wasn't too bad. And I'm not thinking about it when I'm out there, but I'm trying to speed up a little bit, say I'm on pathways and that, and especially when I'm on my way back, I try to push myself that little bit further, especially when the weather is like this. It's not too hot, and it's not there's necessarily a breeze out, but it's easier to walk when it's not too hot. I find it when in the hot weather, I'm like huffed and puffed, and it just takes so like the opposite of the really cold weather and really hot weather. It has the same effect on you, it just wears you out. And especially if there's wind and rain. I hate the wind and rain. I really, really do. Because the rain makes you cold and the wind is in your face, and it's taking the breath out of your mouth. Like, so it's harder to walk at those particular times. So I'm lucky I live beside a shopping centre, Liffey Valley Shopping Centre. So in the winter time I have that to walk through. So that's nice. But the only thing now is the face masks. So, that stops you, I think, to a certain amount, being healthy and breathing in fresh air and that, But we have to do what we have to do, So at the moment, we have to wear the face masks indoors. But I just totally wouldn't wear them outside, like, not at all, not at all. The minute I reach the door of the exit door, it's like I'm taking it off, even just as I'm getting to the door. It's just get this mask off me, get this mask off me, But I do enjoy my walks, and I have a few nice walks around Clondalkin and that. But I'm thinking about going further for my walks, and just finding a nice scenery to walk in. You know, just step it up a little bit. Go outside my comfort zone. Um, where was I? I was over in Tala yesterday. That's another place in Dublin, and I went to a shopping centre called the Square there, and I walked around there. Now every time I go to the Square shopping centre, I always lose my way, because it's on three square. Not it's not. I don't know why they call it the square, because it's circular levels, and the circular levels go down. Like I go on the when I entered the shopping centre, it's at the cinema. It's at the top level, but there's two other lower levels. But I always get lost, you know. And I was talking to one person in there, and they said to me, it's because the shops keep changing, and you can't you know, they change their names, and you can't find a focal point to remember where to go back to. So that was a good point they made. So I says, oh, I'll always remember Dunstores because that's an Irish store, and I'll remember where Dunstores is so I don't get lost. But however, back to my daily routine. Now, you know, putting my laundry wash on, I try to do one of them each day. Now, it's been very, very hard the last week or two because it's been raining. So I've been just, now the last day or two, I've been putting out the washing on the line and just watching it because it's just the showers come in. And once the showers come in, that's it. I have to rewash them. That's just me. Some people just let them dry in the rain, but I don't. I don't like that. I think there's acid in the rain and it destroys the fabric in the clothes. So it's a matter of me standing, me nearly practically standing over the clothes, and I don't have time to do that, you know. But lucky today now it didn't rain, you know, so didn't have to bring them in. But there's no breeze out there. It's just like totally dead, you know. But and I think it's damp as well too, because this week I've been putting the heating on as well too. So yeah, yeah, that was me washing. Don't talk about washing. I know, and I'm happy when I get me washing done and there's no dirty clothes lying around. And it's just it brings you up a level, you know. It's like clearing out the rubbish in your head when you get all the clothes washing done. And another thing I do is with sheets now. I have an upstairs in my house, so if I do bring them in and they're a bit damp, I'll hang them across the banister, and they actually dry overnight because you know the way the heat rises when I have the heat, especially when I have the heating on. The heat rises and they're actually aired by the morning. So that's great. That's a good point to think about. And but you know it's like 2 o'clock now, but I'm only halfway through my day. You know, I had my lunch and that. Now, you know, I haven't made, because of, you know, we've been quarantined and that, my afternoons were sort of more indoors, and now everything is opening back up again. I have to start thinking about what I'll do in the afternoons. Now I do my walk in the morning time, but I have to have some sort of routine. So for me now, my next plan is to have a routine for the afternoon, not sitting on the settee like I am at the moment, not sitting on the settee in the afternoon. Have something to accomplish in the afternoon. So the next time I come on here, I'll actually tell you what I've been accomplishing in the afternoon. So going forward, like that'll be my goal. That'll be my next goal. Um, and then I can work on to my evenings and maybe my nighttime routine. But nothing special, you know. This is a Wednesday, so this is an in-between day for me, a Wednesday. Um, Usually Thursday now would be shopping day, so I usually order. I can tell you about that actually tomorrow. I order my food online and that, you know. So I love getting that because I've been doing that throughout the winter because we've been on lockdown and that. I've got into a routine of doing that, so I just might order. I'd say, you know, I usually check my cupboards and see what I need, and if I need, you know, say a lot of basic stuff, I will order. But if I don't need too much, I'll go to. I will put that into my walking routine. But the only thing about putting the shopping into my walking routine, if I have perishables, I have to come back to the house immediately with them. So usually I'll put an order in and then I tell my partner what time they're coming at. So that's actually the handier way of doing it, you know. So I can actually go out and enjoy my walk. And one or two places now I was thinking of going on my own, all on my own. And the other day I was in, I was, you know, queuing up, you know, the way you have to give your COVID pass to get into a coffee shop. and I was going into, it was Marks and Spencer's, and here the little girl is, and how many people will it be? And I says, just me on my own, you know. And she says, well, don't sit at the table for 4 people, just sit on the table for 2 people. And I says, well, I won't be that long in here, you know. And she says, go in and enjoy yourself, you know. But it's like, you know, everything is planned out, you know. You just can't go and sit where you want. You have to wear your mask before, when you're going up to the counter, you know. So, but it's nice to be able to go and do that, you know. Be sociable, and don't let it get to you either, you know. Once I was sitting on my table, I was grand, you know. And I've done that. Gone into Costa a few times in different. I was in Costa in the square, and I was in Costa in Penny's in Liffey Valley as well. So I've gone into a few places. I've gone into a few places and being sociable and being back out there, you know. And I feel that bit more confident, you know. You get so used to being at home and being so comfortable at home, and not being sort of out there in a social environment, you know. But yeah, I would meet up with people, you know. But like, I'm a very quiet, you know, a quiet person, you know. So by the time I've made arrangements and everything with people, it's like, oh, I'm not in the mood for going now, you know. But it is nice to meet up with other people. It definitely is, you know. But I go out with my partner on a Friday afternoon. Now, I don't like pubs I've never liked pubs at the night time, you know. As I've got older, I just like the peace and quiet in the afternoon, and just, you know, maybe have something to eat and say a drink and sit over a drink, you know. And actually in the afternoons it just be quite quiet in the pubs. You can call it that. I don't like you know, when they're shouting at footballs or football matches or anything like that, you know. I know they're enjoying themselves, but it just gives me a headache, you know, because they're really loud, you know. I don't really like really loud noises. I've never liked that. But yeah, I'm getting it back into some sort of going out there routine, and I think that's important. Um, yeah, I'm going to think about going to the zoo. I'm going to think about, because the weather's not good at the moment, I haven't really gone into many parks. I have my own park in front of my house, but it's not the same when it's just a park in front of your house, you know. You want to go somewhere else, you know, because it's like, oh, my neighbours can see me walking around the park, you know, so I don't really want to do that, you know. I want to go somewhere a little bit further away, you know. So I was thinking of going, maybe when it's a nice day, going into town and going into Stephen's Green park. There's a park in Stephen's Green, and there's another one. I can't remember the name of it at the moment. It's up near the National Concert Hall, the Ivy Gardens. The Ivy Gardens, and I heard there's a waterfall and everything in there. So on one of the days I might walk up there, and I know on the outside of Stephen's Green, you know, Stephen's Green itself is they have paintings along one of the railings. So I might walk along that railings there and look at the paintings as well. That'd be another thing I could do. But yeah, I think that's it for now. So I know, like, this video is supposed to be about daily routines, and being inspired. But I think I've given a, you know, an insight of what inspires me, you know. And I hope it's inspired you a little bit. And if you want to have a chat with me, just leave a comment below, and be positive. And I'll talk to you soon in the next video. Bye for now.